What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today, this article and the way the headline is presented is a microcosm of how the far left views the world. They are obsessed with appeasing the small minorities. They do not care about the mass majority of people that have common sense, and they don't care about race and gender and all this other craziness. They are obsessed with appeasing to the 1 and 2 and 3% of people, and it drives me insane. Look at this headline. Survey. Some say Santa should be rebranded female, gender neutral. You see how it says some say? Do you know why? We're going to get into that in the article. But don't you love how they present it in the way that they can help push their narrative? For many, Santa Claus will always be the jolly white bearded gentleman who wears red and has a huge appetite for milk and cookies. But Santa may be too acquainted for modern times, and one company has offered up the idea of a possible gender-neutral Father Christmas. Graphic Springs, a local creation company, got the input of 400 people from the US and UK about ways to modernize St. Nick. It then used the top suggestions to survey 4,000 people on how they envisioned a 2018 version of the big man, or woman, because they have to be politically correct. In terms of what gender Santa should be, nearly 19% of U.S. respondents said the patriarch of Christmas should be identified neither as male or female. More than 10% said a woman should fill the role. Do you see how they 19% and 10%? They are trying to highlight the 30% of the nut jobs out there. And then it says that left a little over 70% of the correspondents affirming a male Saint Nick. Yes, 70% normal thinking human beings. And you're going to try to highlight these crazy people that are obsessed with race and gender. In total, approximately 27% of US and UK respondents felt Santa should be rebranded as female or gender neutral. Why are you focusing on the 27% when 70% has just looked at you and said, what the hell are you talking about? No, just leave it alone. No, we're going to focus on the 27% of people because we're more worried about our agenda than the facts that the heavy majority of people agree that you're crazy, you're nut jobs, and we don't give a damn about race and gender. So, in other fields, respondents were largely in favor of leaving Santa Claus in the typical sense. More than 73% said Santa doesn't need to drink beer, look younger, have tattoos, go on a diet, get a new hairstyle, or shave his beard. Yeah, because 73% of people are normal thinking human beings. Why do you have to change everything? In addition, more than 57% said Santa shouldn't have to change out of his customary sleigh for transportation. Among the choices in this category, flying car, using Amazon Prime, and riding a hoverboard. The company disclosed that the survey took place in October and November. What in the world is wrong with people? The way this article is presented is exactly what's wrong with everything. They are trying to highlight the people that are in the minority in the survey, and they're trying to overlook the people that are in the majority. Why would you say, some say Santa should be rebranded female, gender neutral? Why didn't you say the heavy majority of this survey says Santa's sex and gender and everything else should be left the fuck alone? Why didn't you present it that way? Because that's not the narrative you're wanting to push. This is the problem with mainstream media. They are obsessed with their agenda. They do not care about the facts. They do not care about the majority of people. They only care how they can present their narrative. This is garbage. Santa is not changing his gender, and if you think that he needs to change his gender, you are insane. You have problems. You are an NPC. You're an SJW. You're a crazy far-left lunatic. You should never be taken seriously. You never will be taken seriously. Santa will be left alone. I know you're obsessed with everything changing to fit your narrative, but it's not going to happen. What do you guys think about this? How do you look at that when every time the mainstream presents an argument and how they ignore the majority of people in favor of the minority just so they can sit there and push their agenda? It drives me crazy. And we have to continue calling this out. This is why they hate YouTube. This is why they hate independent free thinkers, because we're going to call them out on their BS every single time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.